Okay, this is as good as it's gonna get, I think.
What do you think's wrong?
Wait, can you say something?
What do you think is wrong with it?
Oh, okay, I hear you.
I can
Uh,
hear you.
oh my gosh, okay, it's finally fucking working. We're just gonna go. Anyways, welcome to the show. This is Missing the Homies, the show where I bullshit with my homies. Anyways, I'm, me, my wonderful, lovely guest.
Laundry queen.
Okay, I thought she was gonna say her name, Leanne.
Leanne Odom.
Because I still feel weird calling you by your first name. It feels so weird. Anyways, we'll launch into that in a second. I'm going to play the intro. I'm very flustered because all of my gear, as per usual, is shitting out right when I need it. So, oh my god, this button's not even fucking working either. Anyways, the intro is going to go blah blah blah. Anyways, okay. I did all the things that I said. Hello. Now I can focus and not be a madman. How was your weekend?
It seems like a long time ago, but today's only Monday. Um, it was good.
That was it. It seemed like you had more fun than it was good.
Yeah, it was good. Hold on, I have to think about, oh,
About what you
uh,
can what is coming to the forefront.
pumpkin carving on Friday night. Good times. That was good. I saw Top Gun on
Ooh,
Saturday night.
how was it? I still haven't seen it. I didn't see the first one.
I think that's kind of important.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah, I think there's so many um, references, some direct and some subtle to the first one that you would really miss a lot in the second one if you didn't see the first one.
Okay, good to know.
But I think it could stand alone. I just think there would be some voids that other people perhaps you were with that did see the first one would get that you did not get.
Hmm. Did you have you seen the first one? I assume so.
Yeah, yeah. I am in that age group.
What year did Top Gun come out? Because I don't even know.
I don't know, but if I had to guess, I mean, we could certainly Google it.
You guess and I'll
Um,
Google.
okay. I would say somewhere in the early 90s.
Final guess.
1991. Excuse me.
1986.
Oh, wow. I was way off.
I didn't know it. Not to say that that's old, but I didn't know it was that old.
Yeah, it's old.
What? And they just came out with the second one right now. Anyways, but so you saw Top Gun, and what were you guys doing the other night? Were all partying, or were you guys just hanging out?
On Friday night?
Was that Friday night? The weekend feels like days
Yeah.
ago. But was that
Yeah.
Friday?
It was Friday night. It was a
Oh,
party. It was pumpkin carving.
was that the night that Mimi was there too?
Yes, Mimi was there
Lou-
drinking,
Loud and proud.
loud and proud, drinking, carving. Um, Michelle and her husband Jeff, and then the kids. So
Nice.
Candy and her kids. Yep. So the kids were having a good time. We were carving, drinking, cooking, dessert. It was good.
It sounded like it was a lot of fun.
hmm
We were having we were not on your level at that point on Friday night. Actually, it wasn't until Saturday that we got on your level. Um, but Kieran and Sarah came in this past weekend. Oh my gosh. Stifling those yawns goes to
Yeah.
show you we are we
See,
we're burning the midnight oil right now. I'm
it is.
exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Yeah. So thinking about your day starting with taking the cats to the vet,
Hmm.
I took the cat to the vet last week.
How did that go? This was my first time going solo. I took both of them. Nay was sick in bed, so I was like,
What was she sick with?
she caught the cold that I got.
Oh,
Yeah. That's how it always goes. And I think it's funny because she'll always shit talk me. She'd be like, "You got sick. You this," and then 4 days later, she's like, "I don't feel good." I'm like, "That's how it always goes. Why are you gonna make fun of me at first?"
but you're the germ spreader.
That's me. Well, I leave the apartment more. I interact with the world.
That you do.
Um, but so how
So let's
was
talk
how was snow?
about the kitty interaction. So it starts with getting the cats in the carrier.
I feel like this needs like dramatic music to start. Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
Note for
So
edit.
got the cat in the carrier. That went fairly smooth. But then the cat did not want to be in the carrier. So there was a lot of dramatic meowing and carrying on. And you would have thought something bad was happening in the carrier. There was nothing bad happening in there.
And I bet Snow's got a nice carrier. Luxurious, enough room to move around.
It's
Or-
like a little duffel bag.
Oh, is it more? Oh, mine are covered. I
It's like
still.
sweaty.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sweat. A
But I
little
think it's
sweaty.
fairly big. I mean, when he rolls up in a little ball in there, he's only taken up maybe a third of it.
And Snow's a big bitch.
He's he's sizable.
Sizable.
He's sizable. So then we get to the vet and then he shuts up. Then he's not meowing at all. Then he did his whole little checkup. It was all good. And then get him back in the carrier and then back in the car. And then he starts meowing again.
The
As if,
worst.
as if.
So annoying. That's how Sweaty was. Sweaty was crying and crying. I'm like, shut up. And so when I walked into the vet today, I'm still like not feeling well. Like I just downed my tea. Um, so I like was already not feeling well. I'm kind of like I felt a little feverish. So I had my mask and everything on, and I'm like huffing down like to get into the vet with both of them, and they were like, "You're totally good. The room's all ready for you. No worries." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I take them in there, and I was waiting for like 15, 20 minutes before anybody came in. And this was my first time going to the vet solo, so I was like, maybe this is normal, but it feels like I was waiting a long time. And then the vet tech walks in, and she's like, "So sorry, we kept you waiting." I was like, "Oh, no worries, like it's okay." She's like, "We were just out there talking about how much we love your cat's names," and I was like, "Okay, so I was right. They were keeping me waiting, and it was for something silly." But I was like, "It's totally cool." Then they're like, the vet tech was like, their names are so good. I had to add it to my personal list. And I was like, "Oh, okay, okay." And at the end, when we got the invoice of all the things that happened on Sweaty's side, it said, "We love Sweaty, like quantity one, $00." And I'm like,
That is so funny.
it was too cute.
Was he
Um,
sweet? Was he making his little noises?
he was so bad. He was bad with them. So I guess they tried to take. He got a couple of shots, and they both got their blood drawn. And Pants stayed in her carry the whole time, didn't move, but she wasn't bad. No nips, no chirping, no anything. She was just like I could tell she was anxious, but she just like sat there and took it. Actually, she looked like
She get her nails cut too.
no. I thought about asking it at the last second, and I was like, nah, no worries, no worries, because we refilled her meds, so now we can do it. But Sweaty was like looking around, poking around, hopping off the table, walking around. And when they went to go take his blood, they tried one leg, said they couldn't get it. So they had to do the other one. Like they took him to get his blood and he was gone for like 15, 20 minutes. And they took pants and I was like, and I was so nervous about pants. You know, she doesn't like people. And I was like, oh, okay, please be good. Please be good. I was like,
Please don't
please.
bite somebody.
That's exactly. I was like, oh, I don't want to hear that she bit the vet. And they took her out, and I feel like they brought her right back in. They're like, "You're done. She's good." I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Oh yeah, she was great." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then as soon as we got home, she started biting me again, but she was so snuggly at the vet. So
That's
I
what I
know
don't understand. How can we get bit just for petting her?
she's fake. That's what it is. She is lovey when she's scared, but when she's at home and she knows it's her space, she's like, I don't give a fuck. Get away from me. Like, how rude.
Then she, then
She's
she's
so
going to
mean.
get you. How did she do with Kieran and Sarah?
Um, she kind of did her same thing. She didn't really come out. Sweaty was poking around. But neither of them wanted to be pet or touched or anything. And they were only here for like they came in Friday night at like 9 or 10. They were here all Saturday and they left Sunday at like 3.
Did they spend the night?
Yeah.
Okay, so they stayed with you.
Yeah. Speaking of, not to make uh this little chill time uh a logistics conference, but what's happening this weekend?
Well, don't forget there's a surprise portion of this weekend. So if this is going out there, we can't talk about the surprise portion.
We don't have to talk about it.
So I
But also,
told,
no anybody who the surprise pertains to, I can 100% guarantee they won't be watching this.
just saying though, just covering all bases. So I had previously told Renee we were going to leave by noon.
On
And
Friday?
now, yeah. And she said, oh, I was hoping you guys were going to be in earlier. Anyway, a few things got rearranged. And I think that we will be on the road by 8 a.m.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so now I think we're going to be in quite a bit earlier.
Cool.
So then we will be going out for Renee's dinner on Friday night.
Yep. So there's
I mean,
no
it's
plan,
whatever Renee.
but I'm
Go ahead.
I'm wondering sort of selfishly because we're also going to record. I thought we totally don't have to. Um but the surprise is on Saturday, right?
Yes.
And that is you two only. We're not invited, right?
No, there's a party
Yeah, but the party's not until like later.
afternoon.
Yeah, later in the day. Okay.
Yeah.
And then is that into the night thing or is that like we party for a couple
Early
hours and
party
then
for a couple hours.
everybody
Yeah. And
calls
then
it?
we're done. Yep. Then we're done.
Okay. And then Sunday, what's your guys' plan?
We hang for a bit and then we go.
Okay.
So
So if
now
anything
that we're,
we could record on Sunday.
yeah, or Friday
Okay.
when we get there, but you might be at work.
Yeah, I have to leave here at 3 o'clock. So if you're on the road at 8 a.m., you guys here by like say 5 hours. You're here by no, yeah, you would be here as I was leaving. So probably not. Okay, which is totally cool. I just wanted to figure that out.
Okay.
And then me and Renee were talking about it, and then Kieran and Sarah came. I was like, I we'll figure this out another time.
And then what time do you get home on Friday?
So, from what I understand with Renee, you guys are already going to be gone by the time I get back.
No, what do you mean? I'm with you on Friday.
Oh, oh, Renee might just be gone getting drinks. Because I thought she wanted to hit like a happy hour or whatever before dinner.
Okay. I haven't spoken with her about it. She doesn't, you're the first to know that we're getting there earlier.
Sweet. I love breaking news on the pod.
Yeah,
See Noelle told me about her new phone before you and Renee knew. So I felt kind of
I
cool about it.
know. I know. This is getting a little bit dangerous now because people have to remember who they've told what to in what order, because now you're getting information before Renee.
And see
You got
the
Noelle's information first.
the thing that's good about me knowing is that I forget immediately. I know it's cool for that minute, and then I remember when somebody else tells me. So it's all right. It's all good. Um, so okay, cool. So we have that plan for the weekend. Do we have anything that we want to do, or is this her weekend?
Uh, it's whatever Renee tells us we're going to do for her part of the weekend, and it's
What?
whatever other path that surprise goes down for the other part of the weekend.
Okay.
So I'm feeling largely out of control.
Sweet. How are you feeling? Speaking of out of control,
Uh,
week two in unemployment.
Still about the same. I feel like
Still
I'm way
busy.
busier. Yeah, I feel like I'm way busier than I thought I was going to be.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so it's interesting.
So nothing. So it still hasn't hit yet.
No, no, too busy.
Well, we'll hopefully by the end of the week something has changed.
Hmm.
Um, so for this weekend, I was gonna. Oh my god, I just had like a whole train of thought in my mind. Just
You were going to what?
um, I'm going to order a pecan pie for her for this weekend. I have to do that tomorrow. I'm just saying that out loud so I remember.
Do you need a reminder?
A reminder would be great, honestly.
And
What's
we're
y-
like, go
what's
ahead.
your system for remembering things? Do you just remember, or are you a planner kind of person?
I put things on sticky notes everywhere. So speaking about being like unemployed now, so my desk at work had sticky notes like nobody's business. So even when I talk to people, and I thought, okay, like, how do I remember the salient points of this conversation? I would write down like keywords on a sticky note so that I would have them.
Hmm.
So, and then as either things get done, you like can rip them off and throw them away or whatever. So that's why I find sticky notes effective.
Have you ever
I
seen
don't
those?
have I don't have a system now though that I don't have a work desk.
Oh,
Hmm.
but you have a home desk.
I know, but
Yeah, you're not going to be
I'm
sitting at
not
that.
glued to it because if you think about it, at the work desk, I was pretty glued to it.
Mm-hmm. Um, have you ever seen those like desk size whiteboards or like a desktop whiteboard? I think those are cool. I don't know how
No,
practical that would be, but
yeah, because I feel like I would shit it up and then accidentally erase things or whatever. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's really practical.
mm.
Cool concept. My old office had a whole wall that was a whiteboard.
Oh, yeah. I do remember Renee telling me about that
Hmm.
because I am a whiteboard slut. I
Hmm.
have, oh, you've seen all of them.
Yeah, yeah, love the whiteboard. Love it.
I wonder who invented that's not something to look up right now.
Well, think about it like whiteboard paint, right? You can buy chalkboard paint, you can buy whiteboard paint.
Can you buy
You could make a
whiteboard paint?
wall. Yeah, that's what that is.
Really? I
The
thought it
whole
was
wall
just,
that
I thought it was,
no,
oh, for you're saying for your office.
for your office, you could pick a wall and paint it whiteboard.
That would be so cool. I like, it feels so, gosh, I don't know. That just, you saying pick a wall in your apartment, that reminded me that we're looking at places. Oh my gosh. It feels so weird.
That's adulting.
I know, I feel so adult at 25. This is weird.
Well,
I don't feel like an adult though.
uh,
Give me some adult woes.
um,
Just kidding.
you have
Yeah.
to take care of other people, right? Yeah, wait, back up. You have to take care of yourself
Health is wealth.
and usually animals and then other people. I think those are a lot of woes. You have to worry about meals.
Yeah.
Long,
Me and Renee finally got to the point where we like figure out our meals for the week, and it it's so funny. It's so funny when we figure out something that like just makes the most sense. Like we did that and it's like, "Oh, well this helps us write the grocery list." And it's like, why didn't we think of this before?
okay, so you're gonna get me going on a pet peeve, right? So the person that's like, "Oh, I'll go grocery shopping," as if grocery shopping is the task. Grocery shopping is not the task. The
Mm.
task is coming up with what to put on the list. And what to put on the list is driven by knowing your meal plan. And that's a lot of fucking work.
So you think grocery shopping is not a task in and of itself?
Well, it is part
Spoken like
of
that's spoken like somebody who goes grocery shopping.
it is part of a much bigger task or much bigger process, right? So you have this big process, and grocery shopping is just one deliverable task in that process.
Okay, so serious question. When you go grocery shopping, do you, I mean, I know you, so you obviously go with a list, but do you go every aisle or do you go directly to where you need to go?
I just go to what I need to do.
Hmm. Okay, that's not me.
But here, see, the big part of grocery shopping, though, is what do you put on the list, which is what meals are we going to eat this week, which means what did I eat last week? What did I eat the week before? So it's not over repetitive. Oh, so now I have to think of new meals. See, all of that is just
See,
that's
see,
that's a
I don't think
that's a task.
it's, yes, but I don't think it's that. I don't go back weeks for it, but I can eat the same thing every
Yeah,
single
you know
day
what?
for the rest
Yeah,
of my life.
if you're okay that it's tacos every Tuesday and whatever everyone's, then that's fine. But if you don't want it repetitive, well, then it's some significant work.
So you don't do repetitive meals? What are your
I,
go-tos? What's your
I'm
go-to?
a go to.
Because I know you're the
Um,
cooking queen too.
I'm not the cooking queen.
No, you're the takeout
Um,
queen.
no more.
No more. Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. Also, before before we get off of this point, while we're still on takeout, me and Renee were preaching to Kieran and Sarah about New Peking, like telling them that they have to go order off the secret Korean menu, but those two white kids, they're not gonna be able to get off the takeout menu.
They won't. No,
Uh,
it's going to be lost on them.
but it just made me think of you and also that beef. Oh my god, I love that
Special
beef.
spicy.
It's so good. Um, so yeah, so you're not the takeout queen anymore.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So what are your go-to? Then what do you and Jeff eat during the week?
Yeah. So typically always some sort of salad,
Hmm.
but with cabbage, not with lettuce.
Yeah, I don't think either me or Renee have bought cabbage since we moved to Chicago.
Yep.
Strictly
So
cabbage.
cabbage. Yep. Cabbage. Um, grilled chicken on it. Um, other go-tos, I like to make the ropa vea in a crock pot
Hmm.
beef stew, pot roast, spaghetti, just the common stuff. I would say nothing that is earth shattering or surprising.
No, I know. I'm wondering because now that
Hamburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs.
well, because now that you say that, like that's interesting. Because now I wonder what people eat on a weekly basis. Because like me and Renee will do a rice bowl, um, one night. Typically, we'll do one night of like freezer food. We'll do one night of like dumplings and carrots and stuff like that. And Nay always has her salads throughout the week, and I'm horrible at eating lunch and breakfast. But that's interesting. I wonder what other people's weekly meals look like. What's your least
You
favorite
guys put in
chore?
you guys put in way more effort than I do. Um, Least favorite chore. There would have been a time when I would have said cooking. Um,
But then you gain the title of takeout queen, and you
well,
don't
and
even
now I
remember
feel
what it was like.
now I feel somewhat accomplished when I actually cook something.
I still think about those tacos you fed me. They were just like
Which one?
they were just like regular tacos, and I just remember you apologizing, and I just think it's funny.
Because they weren't fancy pants. Um,
Yeah, I was like, yeah, food is
I
food.
made taco meat this week. So
Ooh,
that was good for like taco meat on salad. It was good for nachos. Um,
not
I don't know if I have a least favorite chore. I
nothing.
generally I generally am okay with chores.
That feels like a trick. That can't be
No.
true. Well,
Yeah, no.
actually, no, never mind. I take it back because I know this one. She's a little. Do you get into the same kind of like nervous cleaning fits that she does? Do you
Yeah, it
nervous
feels
clean?
productive. Yeah, it's productive.
That makes sense. This is where
Yeah.
my nervous energy goes into.
Yeah, no,
Li-
I'm actually okay with the chores.
like Renee was laughing at me because I was telling her about when you texted me about Noelle being all excited about the podcast, and I was like, "Yeah, it's extra work." And Renee was like, "Well, yeah, it is a lot of extra work for you." I was like, "It is, but I I need that stress, that constant stress of like I've been thinking about this all day since Friday and since Friday since we talked about it because I'm like, okay, well, Monday I have this, and then I have to get home and this really quick, and then I have to be on, and then like this shit with all of my equipment not working kill it makes me it frustrates me to no end because this is all I tinker with, and I don't know how it gets messed up every time, but like that is part of the fun for me of this. If everything works smoothly and there was no conflict, I'd be like, oh, well, okay, what's the point of this? This is
If
going
it went
too
out
well.
without a hitch.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right to me. So I get the nervous cleaning, but not cleaning. So yeah,
So does that mean that's a chore?
it kind of is. This is my. I mean, This is a creative outlet for me, and like a
So is it labor of love or is it chore?
yeah. No, I guess it wouldn't be a chore. It's a labor of love, but there are chore aspects to it. But like
Yeah.
honestly, I can't think about. It's hard to imagine a time before this at this point.
So how many do you do per week, would you say?
um, I mean, it was a lot more hectic. There's our 10-minute warning. It was a lot more hectic a couple of months ago because I was doing 2 episodes per week, and then I was doing my other show with Tony. So I was doing 2 shows and recording 3 times per week. But scheduling the recording and then actually sitting down and, this doesn't work. And so I would spend probably like, let's see, each recording is about 3 hours and then another hour of editing. So I'd say I'm probably spending like 10 hours a week doing this.
That's substantial.
But like now, and especially after this month, because you snuck in as a, because I didn't want to give up posting twice a week. And I enjoy the extra hustle, like the extra hubbub. And to me, this is fun. Like even just sitting here talking about grocery
Sure.
shopping, chores. Who gives a shit? I don't even care about what we're talking about. I just want to sit and talk to you. Um, but like next month, I'm going to be doing probably like 6 episodes of these per month. And that's like nothing for me. That's like once a week.
And I was a little worried today because I'm like, I'm pretty light on the content. Like last time, I had like a lot of different thoughts.
Hmm.
And this one, all I could think of was taking that fucking cat to the vet.
See, what I think is so funny about this kind of stuff is I've done so much of it and so many different aspects. Like in college, it was like a full on radio show. I was playing music, like in between, I was talking about it. I had it scripted out. And then I was like, this is a little too restrictive. And then especially if you add in another person and you have to like fully script it. And then I did another show before this where I was just talking to each of my friends and each episode was just 1 hour. And I loved getting the people on who are like, no, I'm so boring. I have nothing to talk about. I'm like, that's such bullshit. Like everybody has something to talk about. Everybody is excited about something. Everybody just does it. Nobody thinks it's interesting, but it's interesting to me to see people talk about things that they're interested in, no matter what it is. I don't, whether that's laundry or taking a cat to the vet, I'm here for
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not so sure I was interested in that, but it happened.
it.
It was a chore executed. The box got checked. And then, speaking about cats, so Jamie and Roland are out of town. So I get to go feed the kitties tomorrow.
And did they ever find uh uh
Blue is still missing.
oh my gosh, it's been a long time, right? It's been like a month.
Weeks. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Blue just needs to come home.
Yeah. Did oh my god, that I literally I can't even imagine. That just like that hurts. That hurts. And they've had how long have they had Blue and
Viv.
Viv?
Um, geez, Louise. Years.
Years.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's oh my god, that's so sad.
Hmm.
Today I had like a this is fucked up. I had like a vivid thought while I was sitting in the vet, while I was just sitting there with Pants, because she was freaked. She was like snuggling up to the side of her carrier and just getting closer to me. And it was after they had taken Sweaty to get his blood drawn, and it had been like probably 5 minutes. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what if he dies in there? And the last thing I ever said to him was, bye, you're so stupid and bad. And I was like, I like got all worked up in the vet. I was like, oh my God. It's so I can't imagine one of them getting out for weeks.
I know. It would hurt your heart.
Yeah. I feel for Roland and Jamie.
Yeah. I keep having this thought because I'm gonna, go down there a couple times while they're away on their vacation to take care of the other two.
Hmm.
And I'm like, wouldn't that be great if like Blue popped out of nowhere, came home, and they could come home to Blue being home?
Oh my God. That's that's gonna make me cry. That would be so sweet.
I know.
Oh shit. Ah.
So let's end that on a hopeful note.
Let's end it.
Let's hope Blue comes home.
Fingers crossed. Knock on wood.
And Kitty Mom is going to go to bed here soon.
Well, sleep tight. Thank you. I know I said thank you a lot for all the scheduled changes and
Sure.
everything, but I
No big deal.
appreciate it.
And I'm going to see you on Friday.
Yeah, very, very
I'm
soon.
so excited.
Yes, and hopefully, I mean, we're pounding Dayquil and NyQuil here, so hopefully we will. This
No
place
sickness.
will be no sick, no sick zone.
Yeah, no sick zone. No sick zone.
No, 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 no sick zone. So okay. Good night.
Alrighty. Have a
Love
good
you.
sleep.
You
Love you
too.
too.
Bye bye.
Night night.